Half a day students, I am Governor Lou Leon Guerrero. You all have been through a year of big changes. We've had to adapt and make big changes to keep our families and our island safe. But with change comes opportunity and a chance to try new things like PBS University. While Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio and I will continue to do our part to keep our island safe, you students have a part to play as well. Your part is to keep learning and to keep up with your lessons. That's why I am happy to see you here ready to learn with PBS University. PBS University is a way to bring a continuous educational curriculum to you while you stay safe at home during this time. To help you keep up with your studies, we asked our friends at PBS Guam and the Guam Department of Education to put together this episode. Thank you for doing your part and have a great lesson.
PBS University is a program by PBS Guam and the Guam Department of Education in conjunction with public school teachers. These lessons are created to provide both parents and students with a unique educational experience while helping students to continue learning at home. PBS University, next on PBS Guam.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come along, let's sing a song. We'll have a great adventure. Today's the day, let's learn and play. We'll have a great adventure. Numbers, letters, science things, all that we can do. Help you deal with how you feel. Share with us too. It's super cool and just like school. Our awesome learning adventures. So grab a friend, the fun will end. Our awesome learning adventures. Awesome learning adventures with PBS University.
Half a day and a lee, everyone. I am Madam Chris, and welcome to my fortune teller shop. Here, I can teach you how to use what you know from the past and present to predict what could happen in the future. A prediction is an educated guess about what could happen in the future. Making predictions is easier than it seems. In fact, you, my friends, have had the ability to make predictions your entire life. When we hear thunder at night, we can predict that it might rain soon. When we study really hard for a test, we could predict that you're probably going to get a good grade. When we read stories, we can make predictions before, during, and after. Before reading, we can predict what the story might be about based on the title or even the cover of the book. During reading, we can stop and make predictions about the characters or the events in the story. After reading, we can look back and see if our predictions were correct. Practice your prediction-making skills every day, and one day, you too could be a fortune teller like me, Madam Chris.
Hi everyone, I hope you guys had a fun time making predictions with Madam Chris. I'm Miss Cruz, and today we're going to do something a little bit spooky and pretty slimy since Halloween is coming up. That's right, we're going to make slime. Now this slime is really easy to make and you only need a few materials. So let's get started. You will need some school glue. I'm using glitter glue here, but you could just use regular white glue and add some food coloring to change the color. Baking soda, water, contact solution, some measuring spoons, and a bowl and spoon to mix everything together. The first thing you'll need to do is pour all of your glue into your bowl. I like this part a lot because it's cool to see all of the colors mixed together, and sometimes when you're squeezing the glue out, it makes funny sounds. I have pink and yellow glue here. Can you predict what color we will get when we mix these two colors together? Keep watching to find out if your prediction was correct. Now that you have your glue in the bowl, you'll need to add the rest of your materials. So, grab your half teaspoon measuring spoon and baking soda and add half a teaspoon of baking soda to your glue. Be careful, try not to make a mess. Then, with your tablespoon measuring spoon, add in 1 tablespoon of water. After that, add 1 tablespoon of contact solution. Once you've added everything to your glue, use your spoon to mix all of that together. It's gonna look pretty watery at first, but everything will start to clump up in no time. Once your slime starts to come together, you can start using your hands to mix everything. This is the fun part. It's gonna be pretty sticky, but keep working with it, and it should all come together in no time. This slime is super easy to make, and you can make it with your family this Halloween. It could be your new Halloween tradition. Speaking of Halloween traditions, whenever I think of doing something for Halloween, I always think about how my family and friends love going to haunted houses. The first haunted house that I ever went to was for my mom's work when I was about 6 or 7 years old. I went with my mom and my 3 older siblings, and I was told that it was going to be really fun, but it turns out it was so scary. We walked through the haunted house and it was dark and there were Halloween decorations everywhere. And then all of a sudden, there was a man who jumped out of a box and he was dressed like a monster and he yelled at us. And everyone screamed, but I was so scared. I stopped and started crying. My mom had to pick me up and then carry me throughout the rest of the haunted house. I was pretty afraid, and my siblings still tease me about it to this day. But I eventually got over my fear, and I actually like going to haunted houses now. I wonder if they're ever going to make a haunted house full of slime. Anyway, if you decide to go to a haunted house, I hope you bring someone who's a little bit braver than you so you can feel safe. And hopefully, one of these days, you might get over your fear and you'll be the brave person going through the haunted house, making everyone else feel safe. Once you take a few minutes to knead everything together, you will have super stretchy slime. And look at that! We made orange slime by mixing yellow and pink glue together. Was your prediction correct? It's perfect for Halloween because it looks like a little pumpkin or jack-o'-lantern. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me and Madam Chris today. We had a lot of fun making predictions and spooky slime with you all. Be sure to try this out with your family this Halloween. And please stay safe and have fun. And cruise on by again to see me, Miss Cruz, for your next 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade literacy lesson. Adios!
Hello! Do you know how to say hello in Russian? I do. Privet. Can you try and say it with me? Privet. Excellent job. Hey guys, Miss Torres here, your 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade math teacher with PBS University. Do you wonder what we're going to learn in math today? Let me give you a clue. Does this look familiar? How about this one? Not yet? Let's try this one. You guessed it. fractions. No, not those long, boring, hard fractions, just identifying fractions, but in a fun way using paper folding. So you can see on my music stand, I've got a circle up here already. I also have some circles cut out. I also have some rectangles, and yep, got those trusty old squares too, right? So how does this paper folding work? Well, let me use my example that's up here. So if I turn this around, okay, I have already folded it. I folded it in half, all right? Made my crease, folded it in half, and then what I did was when I opened it, I was able to show that the top part is 1/2 and the bottom part is 1/2, because with fractions, if you remember, fractions are part of the whole, okay? Fractions are part of the whole. That's the whole idea of fractions. Now, just to be clear though, this is a circle. There are other ways of actually folding paper to show 1/2. And I have one here, right here. Miss Torres, that was funny, right? I have one here, run here. I decided to fold this one lengthwise with a rectangle, and I still have 1/2 and I still have 1/2. These are considered equivalent fractions, meaning they're the same, okay? Even though they're different shapes, they still show 1/2 of the whole shape, okay? Guess what? You can do it with fourths. I've got this really big square. How did I do this? I folded it in half. Watch me, watch me. Folded it in half. Then I folded it in half again to create 4 equal squares. And when I open it up, I'm able to label them 1/4. Okay? So this is one part, one part, one part, and one part. All the parts together equal 1 whole square. Well, guess what? I can use a rectangle to do the same thing. So I'm going to fold it in half this way. And guess what? I'm going to fold it in half again this way. Check out what I'm doing. Okay. So let me go ahead and use my marker, and I'm going to label it and show you that I have 4 equal parts. Pretty cool, right? And if I label it, and I'll show you in just a second. If I label it, yep, each part is 1 part of a quarter or 1 part of a fourth. So paper folding is pretty cool if you don't have circle tiles, if you don't have fraction bars in order to practice. All you need is some paper, and guess what? You don't even have to actually use the colored paper I'm using. You can use regular paper, notebook paper, Xerox paper. Just make sure that your shapes are what they are to be: squares, rectangles, or circles. Okay, so I really hope that you enjoyed today's lesson, but I don't want you to leave just yet, because we've got some fun Halloween activities coming up next. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in just a bit. I don't know about you guys, but Miss Selena, did you have fun today?
Yes, I did.
Look at Miss Selena's Cootie Catcher pumpkin and the corner bookmark pumpkin, which you guys can make. Definitely go back, pause the video so you get all those folds in, right? You could even make a monster, a big one and a little one. So I really hope that you join us again with PBS University. And until next time, have those great adventures. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Any minute now. Oh, Sawadee, boys and girls. That means hello in Thailand. Have you ever been to Thailand? No? Well, they have really beautiful temples. But you know what Thailand doesn't have? Active volcanoes. I'm really fascinated by volcanoes. In fact, did you know that the southern part of Guam was formed by a volcano a very long time ago? And right now, this volcano is taking a really long time to erupt. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot the secret ingredient. One moment. Got it. Are you ready? Why don't you count down with me? 3, 2, 1. Whoa! That was so cool. Let's try it again. Whoa! Wow. Did you like that? Well, I don't know if you can still hear it, but the lava is still kind of sizzling in this pan. But let me tell you what I did so maybe you can try it at home too. So what I did was cut up some cardboard and folded it so it looked like a cone. Then I crumpled some white paper and I taped it all around the cardboard so that it gives the volcano some texture. Then I mixed some black, brown, and orange paint and I started painting all over the volcano to make it look a little real and make it look like a rock. After that dried up, I drizzled some red and orange paint around the top or the vent of the volcano so that it looks like lava is pouring out. And inside this volcano is some kind of glass that can hold water. That way it doesn't spill all over the place. And what I did was I filled it up with baking soda and then I added some regular water and I mixed it all together. And I poured in some red food coloring so that it looks like lava. After that, I covered it back again and you can't see it. And what I had in this cup was vinegar. The vinegar and the baking soda makes a chemical reaction. When I poured it in, it exploded or erupted. Did you know that there are thousands of volcanoes on this planet? Don't worry, most of them are actually dormant. Dormant volcanoes mean that they haven't erupted recently, but they can erupt someday in the future. So basically, a dormant volcano is sleeping. And if a volcano hasn't erupted in recorded history, that means it probably will never erupt again. That kind of volcano is called an extinct volcano. But when a volcano erupts, it releases lava, ash, and gas. Sometimes that gas can be really poisonous. And if that volcano recently erupted, that means it can erupt again. This kind of volcano is called an active volcano. So now we have an extinct volcano, a dormant volcano, and an active volcano. There are about 1,500 active volcanoes on this earth. But where are they located? Well, most of the active volcanoes are located in an area called the Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire is a series of volcanoes that form a circle around the Pacific Ocean. And they are mostly located along the boundaries of the Pacific Plate. Do you remember what a plate is? That's right, a plate is a large piece or section of the Earth's crust. I'm so happy you remembered that. The country with the most active volcanoes is a place called Indonesia. Indonesia has about 147 volcanoes and 129 of them are active. Some volcanoes actually reach down towards the middle of the earth. Now I'm going to bring back my volcano to show you exactly what happens. When the volcano erupts, the magma pushes up through the tube of the volcano and out of the opening at the top of the volcano called a vent. When the magma reaches the surface and comes out, we call it lava. And then as the lava cools down, it turns back into a solid and practically becomes a hard rock. All right, guys, pop quiz. How many active volcanoes are there on this earth? If you said 1,500, you are correct. Number 2, what is the area called where most of the Earth's active volcanoes are located? The Ring of Fire. Very good. Number 3, what do we call the super hot and soft rock coming out from the Earth's mantle? Magma. Awesome. Number 4, when the magma reaches the top of the volcano and out of the vent, what is that called? Lava. And number 5, what are the 3 types of volcanoes? If you said dormant, extinct, and active, you are absolutely correct. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today and learning about earthy things. But right now, I have to do some decorating. It's almost Halloween, and one of my favorite things to do is to decorate my window or create some kind of Halloween window display. I do this because my kids really enjoy taking photos with it. So one of the first things I like to do is to brainstorm what kind of decor I'm going to create. I think I'm just going to try to go with something a little simple. I think I want a chandelier, a witch with a broom, a cat, a kitty cat, maybe some flowers. I'll add some flowers. Maybe I'll make them go on top of a table. How about some bats and a spider web? What do you think? Let's get to it. I first like to prep my window. I decided to go with a yellow background, and then I'm going to do some cuttings on black butcher paper. Ta-da! Well, what do you think? Do you think my kids will like it? I think I like it. I hope you do too. Well, boys and girls, I enjoyed sharing my Halloween tradition with you, and I hope I inspired you to decorate your own windows at home. Enjoy the rest of the week, and I will see you at our next episode. Remember that you are so smart, so awesome, and so special. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye!
Hafa Adai students, welcome to PBS University. My name is John Fernandez, and I'm the superintendent of the Guam Department of Education. These PBS University lessons are made to help you to continue learning. The teachers here prepared fun lessons on science, character education, math, English, and more, and they made it for you, the students of Guam. We're very grateful to them for their instruction. We are also thankful for you students, parents, and guardians who are watching. Remember, stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you soon in the next school year. Thank you.
Right. Everything looks good. That spider. Ooh, that's kind of creepy. Yeah, looks good. It's going to be a good party this year. Oh, hey there. Alpha Date. Welcome to PBS University with me, Mr. B, your 3rd through 5th grade social studies teacher. So, sorry about that. I was just making sure that everything's ready for the big Halloween party later on tonight. It's one of my family's traditions. Every year we throw this amazing Halloween party. And I have some time before the party starts, and so I'd like to talk to you about traditions, and then make sure you come back in the next couple of episodes and we'll talk a little bit more about traditions. So what are they? Well, traditions are a part of everyone's culture. And well, what are some parts of culture? Culture has your beliefs, it's your language, and the stories that you tell, the foods that you eat, the clothes that you wear, and the dances, and just any practices that are unique to your culture. Well, that's what makes traditions traditions. They are practices that are passed down from generation to generation. So what does that mean? That means your parents learned it from their parents and their parents and their parents and grandparents and great-grandparents before them. And they started a long time ago and they kept getting passed down through the generations, and now they've reached you. And as you continue to practice them, those things are your traditions. One tradition that I was taught when I was very young, my culture is Chamorro, or I'm Chamorro, and I learned our tradition or custom of Mangini. That is the way that our young people show respect to our elders. And it comes from the word ngingi, which means to smell. And what we do in this tradition is we approach our elders and we greet them by taking their right hand and we bring it to our nose and we smell it. So that is the practice of Mangini, how we show respect to our elders. So what are some of your traditions? I want you to think about that, and then in the next couple episodes we'll share and explore some of those traditions. I said that we have our family tradition of throwing a Halloween party. Well, we have one other part. Every year we have a crazy costume contest. So I was hoping that maybe you guys can help me pick out a costume, because I never win this costume contest and I really, really want to win this year. And I'm sure that you all have some awesome ideas. So what do you think? You want to help me out? So go ahead, shoot them my way. What are some ideas for some costumes? I heard somebody say a doctor. You know, I've always wanted to be a doctor. And let's see, do I have what I need to make a doctor's costume? You know, I think I do. One doctor coming up. So what do you think? How do I look? I mean, I've got my scrubs on, got my stethoscope here, got some gloves, got my mask. Paging doctor. Got my name over the intercom. This is pretty cool. But you know what? It's not really crazy. I mean, it's a crazy costume contest. So I mean, thanks for this idea, but who's got a crazy idea? A friendly flamingo? Never heard of a friendly flamingo. That sounds kind of crazy. Friendly flamingo. Let's try it out. Okay, let's see. A friendly flamingo. What do you think? Is this what you're thinking? Friendly flamingo? I mean, be kind. This is pretty crazy. Look at that. A friendly flamingo flying through the air, spreading love and joy to all the world. Yeah, this is pretty crazy, huh? This might be the one, but you know, just to be sure, let's try some other things. This is definitely in the running. How about this one? Ready? What do you think? I was thinking that crazy is probably not the way to go. Maybe we'll go classic. Nothing is more classic than the white sheet ghost. Boo. Boo. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I like this. Oh, what was that idea? You think maybe I should go with something silly? Sure, why not? I mean, let's try it out. Who knows? Maybe silly is the way to go. All right, let's try that. Here we go. This is pretty silly. Like a silly squid. Look at me. You know, this might be the winner. And you know what? I like being the silly squid. Maybe I'll make it my new tradition, and every year I'll wear this as my costume. But you know, you guys have given me so many great ideas, and I'll think about what I'm gonna be this year, but I do need to welcome some guests, and I want my costume to be a surprise. So I'm just gonna change back and stick around for the party, okay? So here we go. Let me just change back real quick. Oh yes, thank you so much for all of those awesome ideas for how I can win this year's crazy costume contest. I know it, I'm gonna win thanks to you. Ooh, it sounds like people are showing up. So I'll tell you what, make sure you come back next week and the week after that, and we'll talk more about traditions. But for now, why don't you guys come with me and join me for the costume contest and the Borja family Halloween party. Let's see who's at the door. Come on. I wonder who it is. Happy Halloween, Mr. B.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I scare you? It's just me, Mrs. Borja, your 3rd through 5th grade character education teacher with PBS University. Remember? Welcome back. And I'm sorry if I scared you. You know, everybody is scared of something sometimes, and we're going to talk about that today. But I also have a special treat for you guys, so come on and join me today. Wow! So instead of a trick, I've got a treat for you today. I am going to make a jack-o'-lantern with you guys out of this fresh local little pumpkin guy here. But I also wanted to talk to you guys about a few things today. Remember earlier I kind of scared you guys, and I'm sorry about that. But, you know, I wanted to talk about fears today, because everybody has fears. Everybody's scared of something at some point of their lives. Even Mrs. Borja, yes, even a grown-up person still has fears. And I'll tell you what my fear is. My biggest fear is dogs. Yeah, I'm scared of dogs. That's why I'm dressed as a cat, because I'm more of a cat person. But I am scared of dogs, and so I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about that today while I work on this jack-o'-lantern.
Okay, so I've got my pumpkin and the rest of my materials. And I start by drawing a line around the top so I can carefully cut off the top and get into it. We have to scoop out as much of the goopy pumpkin guts as we can. Now, this part can be the most fun part, or it can be the ickiest because you have to use your hand at some point, and it's cold and slimy and wet, but it can also be kind of fun. Then use a pen or a marker to draw the face or the scene that you want. I'm going with the classic jack-o'-lantern face. Then use a knife to carefully cut all the way through the thick pumpkin wall. Well, sometimes you don't have to go all the way through. If you kind of shave down through the wall enough for the candlelight to shine through, that can give you a cool orange effect. My friends and family love carving jack-o'-lanterns every year and seeing trick-or-treaters react to them. I don't think people carve them as often as they used to. I hope you and your family continue or start this tradition at home. Enjoy! Man, it's really raining outside. I'm glad we're nice and dry in here. But thank you for joining me today. I wanted to ask you just a couple of questions.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Thank you. First question is, do you think that everybody is scared of something?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah. There's no such thing as like no fear or anything. You're gonna find something in your life that's like scary.
Yes.
Yeah, you believe that?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yes. Everybody's scared of something. Yes.
Yes. What are you scared of?
Scared of dogs.
You're scared of dogs?
Mm-hmm.
What makes you scared of dogs? What are you scared of?
She was barking.
Yeah, the barking can get loud and scary, right?
Yes.
What are you scared of?
I'm scared of heights.
Heights.
You're scared of heights, like high places? Like what kinds of things do you not want to do?
Go on roller coasters.
Oh yeah. What does it make you feel like when you
It makes me scream a lot.
It makes you scream a lot. Yeah.
And my tummy feels weird sometimes when I go on roller coasters.
My mom says I'm like very social and all, but I have the biggest fear of like just talking to somebody.
Oh.
Like somebody I know, but like it's just really awkward. So like I shake a little bit. I like start to sweat. My palms got all sweaty and I just kind of stutter.
Thunder and lightning.
Thunder and lightning. Yeah. What is it about thunder and lightning that makes you scared?
It's loud.
It is really loud. It can be really loud.
Clowns.
You're scared of clowns?
Yeah.
Why?
Because, I don't know, it just makes me feel uncomfortable.
Do you think you'll ever stop being scared of dogs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? You think you'll grow up and be not scared of dogs?
Yeah.
Yes. What do you think is going to help you stop being scared?
Getting bigger.
Getting bigger? Like growing up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. So, do you think that you will grow out of it? Like, do you think one day you'll stop being scared of clowns?
I'll always be scared.
You'll always be scared of clowns. Do you think you need to ride more roller coasters to be more brave, or do you think you just need to grow up to be more brave?
I'll keep going and I'll get used to it, I think.
What do you think you can say to someone who's scared of dogs to make them feel better?
Feel better.
Aw, feel better? Aw, that's so nice.
I'd comfort them, telling them that everything is gonna be okay and that they'll grow out of it one day. Mainly just stay away from it if you're like super scared and all. Like just get it out of your head. That's my only advice.
What would you say to somebody else if they were scared of something, like snakes or dogs or something else? What would you...
It's okay. You don't have to touch it. I'll just get it and put it away.
You would get the snake and put it away? Oh my gosh, you
I
are...
had a coconut crab.
You're so brave. If somebody came up to you and said, I'm scared of dogs, or I'm scared of the dark, or I'm scared of bugs, what would you say to try and make them feel better?
Just don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah,
You don't have any advice?
don't have anything.
You're still trying to figure it out too, right? Yeah, we're all trying to figure it out too. But thank you for sharing with me today. And I hope you don't have any clowns at your next party.
Yeah, me too.
That's great advice. Thank you for sharing today. Thanks.
No problems.
Thanks for getting over your fears and talking with me today.
Yeah, no problems. It's my
Okay.
pleasure.
Wow, that was really great advice. And as we can see, everybody's scared of something, but we can also see that we can grow out of our fears and be braver. Well, join me next time. I'm Mrs. Borja, your 3rd through 5th grade character education teacher. As always, be good, read books. Bye. Meow. Meow.
My PBS friends, and Ali. Ali also means hello or Hafaday in Palawan. Welcome to Cha 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 Tamoru time. I'm Sonora Bobby, and do I have a treat for you? What? Why am I wearing this? Well, let me tell you, we have something really, really great for you today. And one of the reasons why I'm wearing this really cool facial mask is because we're celebrating Happy Halloween! All right, and Halloween in Chamorro is called Haanin Boregu or Tempo Natmagnyao. Please hold on tight to the spooky night and get ready! All right, my friends, so how do you celebrate Halloween wherever you're at? Here, where I'm at, we celebrate by going out and trick or treating. Yeah, getting a lot of candies. Do you like candy? Oh, I love candy. But before I get into the candy part, I wanted to tell you guys this really spooky story about one night when I went Halloween trick-or-treating with my family. Do you go with your family too? Wow, Maulik. Very good. So one night, we decided to go trick-or-treating with my family, and my Nana told me to hold on to her hand tightly because she didn't want us to get lost. But you know what? I thought I was being a young adult at the time, and I wanted to go and trick-or-treat all by myself and show my Nana that I could do it all by myself. And guess what I did? I went trick-or-treating. And I saw this really big house. And in the big house was this big calamansa. Calamansa was a pumpkin. And it had a candle lit inside. And I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to try to go and trick-or-treat there and show them that I know how to do the trick-or-treat. And so I decided to walk to that house. So one of the words that I remember learning that night was li'i. Li'i is to see. So I saw this house from a distance and decided that nobody was going there. So I wanted to go and walk there all by myself because I thought I would get a lot of candy. And I did. So I decided to walk over to the house that I saw. I had seen far back, and I let my mom's hand go. When I got up to the house, I was super excited because I could smell. And here's the second word that you're gonna learn. I could smell or ngingi, a really beautiful smell coming from the house. That's right. Ngingi is the second part of the words that I wanted to teach you because we're going to be learning about sensa all together in this lesson. And sensa is senses. So when I ngingi this really beautiful smell, I wanted to make sure I didn't leave this house until I got this delicious treat that they were cooking. But as I started to knock on the door, I was a little scared, but I decided to just stay there anyways. And I could hear people. That's right. My next sense was I could hear people in the house, or what I thought was people, and to hear or listen is called hungok or ekungok. And I decided, okay, because I could ngingi that delicious smell from looking at this really beautiful house, uli estigima or guma, I decided I'm gonna stay and wait for my treat. So I decided I'm gonna knock on the door one more time. As scared as I was, I knocked. Boom, boom, boom. And guess what? The door slowly crept open. Oh my gosh, and guess what I saw? I had seen a ghost, a vampire, a zombie. I was so scared. I decided to just run. I ran out of the house. I didn't care about the smell that I was smelling, and I was super scared. I was yelling for my Nana, Nana. And when I saw her, I ran straight up to her and I grabbed her hand and I held it for a long time. And she looked at me and she said, "Hi, Adi. Don't leave me ever again." I said, "No, Nana, I'll never, ever, ever leave you again. I don't care about my candy or my treats." But Nana was so nice to make sure that she got me a bag. Isn't that cool? So here are the words again that I wanted to make sure that you remember that we are learning today. Of course, the first word I taught you guys was Ha'anen Burego or Tempun Natmatnyao, which means Happy Halloween! Yeah, that's right. And then we also learned a couple of other words as part of our sensa or our senses. So the first word we learned, of course, was li'i or to see. Okay, I saw this big house. And the second word we also learned was ngingi, because I smelled the beautiful, beautiful smell of something delicious cooking in that house. Oh my gosh. And the last one was ekungok or hungok. I could hear people moving around like they were having a party. So I decided, of course, I wanted to have whatever they were cooking. But of course, I learned a very, very good lesson today. Did you learn a lesson today? That's right. Okay, let's say these words together. Are we ready? Ha'anen burego. Can you say ha'anen burego? Maulik. What about tempun natmatnyao? Maulik, good job, good job. What about li'i? Li'i, to see. Li'i. Maulik, yeah! Ngingi. Ngingi is to smell. Can you say ngingi? That's right. What a delicious smell. And the last word of part of our sensa or our senses is ekungok or hungok. Could you say ekungok or hungok? Maulik, maulik, maulik. And of course, all of these are our sensa or our senses. Can you say sensa? Great job. All right, my friends. Thank you for joining me for Cha-Cha-Cha Tomorrow Time. Don't forget, stay with Nana or Tata or any of your Tetlonlahis or Palauans and have a happy Halloween. Biba ha'anen burego. Adios.
Fast, fun facts. Fast, fun facts. With Mr. Ernest Ochoco.
This is Maleficent with your fast fun fact. I got rid of Mr. Ochoco for now. It's just going to be me because I am an immortal being, and we're going to be talking to you about why it is that mortals wear costumes and masks during Halloween. Ooh, and we shall bring in one of our experts in Halloween, who's a mortal herself, but a beautiful mortal, like a goddess mortal. Her name is Miss Franquez. She's going to talk to us about why it is that we wear, or people wear, costumes. Come on in, let's give a round of applause. Yay! Hello, how are you?
I am good.
And what are you wearing today?
I am a pilgrim from the Mayflower.
Oh, wow, that's Thanksgiving.
I know, I'm always ahead of time.
Yeah, oh, that's good. Being prepared is good. All right, so why is it that we wear masks and costumes, or people wear masks and costumes, not me, I'm immortal, during Halloween?
Oh, well, that's an age-old tradition.
Ooh.
People used to believe that spirits and goblins and monsters would come into our world on All Hallows Eve, but they didn't want to be kidnapped. They didn't want to be taken away to the spirit world. So what they used to do is wear old rags and cloaks and clothes and wear scary masks so they'll blend in with all the goblins and spirits while they walked among the world on All Hallows Eve.
Oh, wow.
So that's why we wear costumes, to disguise ourselves.
Ooh, to disguise ourselves.
Yes.
Wow. Well, you guys disguise yourselves. I don't need to.
No.
Because I'm Maleficent.
The fairest of the fairies.
Powerful of the fairies.
Bow down.
That's right. Bow down. Well, that's it for your fast fun fact with me, Maleficent. And of course, Miss Michelle Franquez, one of our mortal goddesses and pilgrims. All right, everyone, have a safe Halloween. No, we have to with fire, with my magic.
I'm so
Ready?
sorry.
1, 2, 3. Bye.
Hafa students, I'm Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio. For more than a year now, you all have continued to wash your hands and watch your distance from others, and you've done a really great job wearing your masks. We know your parents and guardians have helped you to make these changes to keep yourself and your community safe. As Governor Leon Guerrero said, we are happy you are here. We want you to continue to learn and sharpen your skills with the help of PBS University. This program is the result of a collaborative effort. We couldn't do it alone. I'd like to thank the teachers and support staff of the Guam Department of Education and PBS Guam for their work and their commitment to our students. I'd also like to thank you students for participating at home. To your parents, I'd like to thank you for taking an active role in your child's education. We are all eager to return to a time when all of us can share and study together in person. Until then, we hope you learned something new from this PBS University instruction.